really want to record this.
Chris Dorsey talking about the meeting last night. Tell me about seeing the people
I'm gonna say something different than I was gonna say if it wasn't gonna be recorded. But honestly, I just say, man, I'm gonna go out, not the yield way, but all the way out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
we can turn around.
So, you know, I didn't want to film everyone, you know, because I only want to film what's necessary to. Oh, I gotta turn around. What's necessary? Oh yeah, Nickel Bridge. What's necessary to film to expose people or protect myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's both. You know, because I need to protect myself because, you know, I don't want to be down with this kind of corruption in government anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with this evil to the core system that's based on fraud and, like, you know, run by crooks. I don't want to have anything to do with it. So because of that, you know, my life is in danger. So I use a camera. But what I got a little bit of last night, and I put it on the internet, and it looks like maybe 20 or so people have watched it so far, is the special needs bus, the people who need and pay their taxes for, you know, ADA compliant transportation. They're having their services cut and the prices for their services raised. So they went to is that that guy? Is that that guy?
I don't know, right?
That is that dude. That's that crazy dude.
With that had the shirt on.
I think that's that guy.
He's gonna shoot you.
Yeah. I'm not absolutely sure, but I think it is. So, you know, a lot of people got off work. They used the limited tickets that they have to you know, get themselves around. Mm-hmm. And then they went down to the city council meeting thinking that they were going to get to exercise their Amendment 1 guarantee, their First Amendment rights, their right to free speech, and, you know, express their grievances to their government for what they think is bad treatment. And I would love for somebody to argue against that with me. I would love it. I'm challenging you to. So these people, they come down, and then at the meeting, that fucking little bitch, Charles Samuels, says, "Oh, well, at the behest of the patron of the bill, we're not going to have public comment on us cutting off your transportation. So, you know, I'm sure you don't want to be out here anyways.
He sucks. He is a damn fool. We gotta
hey, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna let you go early."
Look at that. Look.
They don't have any idea. They don't know what. They don't even know what that is.
That's the State Museum of Fine Arts out there flying their Confederate flags as usual.
That's a battle flag. That's not.
That was a Confederate flag.
It's a Confederate battle flag. Yeah.
Yeah, but the first one had the Confederate flag.
Sure.
The other ones were the battle flags.
Yes. There were multiple different flags. One I don't think was any sort of official flag of the Confederate States of America, and I will say, you know, that you know, people completely misrepresent what goes on in history, and these people, they don't even realize that they live in an occupied, you know, government, that they have no control over their own government, and they're worried about something that happened 200 years ago. They don't even know what happened now. I know it wasn't 200 years ago. You know, I know how long ago the war between the states that ended in 1865, or the whatever anybody wants to call that. You know, every war, it's based on, you know, bankers, you know, pitting sides one against the other.
That's
and
right.
You know, I must say that people don't comprehend what goes on. That was a victimization of all American people You know, that's what they want to continue to do. I don't want to talk about what happened, you know, 160 years ago. I want to talk about what's happening right now. See, that seems to be some sort of little distraction where everybody wants to get like caught up in the past. What's happening right now? What's happening right now? Are people's lives improving, or are they getting worse? Are people working less, or are they working more? Are people getting more money, or are they having less money? You know, how's the operation work? How does money work? Who controls the money? Who gives them authority to control the money? Is that, you know, within the bounds of the laws of the United States of America? In other words, is the money system inside the United States, is that a constitutional system?
Nope.
It's not. It's based on ownership of the Central Bank of the United States by a conglomeration of banks that takes instructions from a central bank of the central banks that's called the Bank for International Settlements in Basel, Switzerland. And all of the banks in the world, except for 3, Iran, North Korea, and Syria, but Syria, you know, kind of cooperates with the United States military torture machine, and you know, I'm not so sure about them, but certainly Iran and North Korea, they don't have a Rothschild-owned central bank. They're not signatories to the Third Basel Accord, but Russia and China, they are. Actually, China is the first nation to begin bonding their citizens out on Basel III bonds. And the reason that is because the petrodollar is now going to become the petro-yuan. It's already happened. So, and that doesn't mean China's taking us over. That means that the bankers that control China are throwing the citizens of the United States under the bus.
No!
And that they're switching off the, you know, the petrodollar, the so-called petrodollar, which is nothing but the dollar being based on the value of the arbitrarily set value of the, you know, Federal Reserve note. And what I will say about money is that money is based on nothing. Banking institutions create money out of thin air. They don't have to have any money on hand. They create money out of nothing, and then they charge interest to the citizens of different nations or different localities. Who gives them this authority? Well, the Bank for International Settlements, the Federal Reserve Bank, you know, the IMF, the World Bank, Deutsche Bank, you know, NM Rothschild. They all control the banks. They all control the algorithmic computer programs that control the banks. The same people who control these, you know, easily hacked into voting machines like Diebold, they're the ones that control these ATM machines. They may not control the algorithmic computer programs that create not trillions of dollars or hundreds of trillions of dollars, but quadrillions of dollars.
Wow.
There's $6 quadrillion in circulation right now. That's more money than every commodity there ever is, ever was, or ever will be is worth. And that money is in existence now. That's enough to make every single person on the planet a multi-billionaire. A quadrillion is 1,000 trillion.
Wow. Go ahead, financial expert. Tell it.
Well, that is what they call me, and I am mocked for going on something called Press TV America. I film in the public broadcasting studio that's paid for by federal and state taxpayer money of the United States government. The satellite feed goes in through the Iranian government. So that's the Iranian government and the United States government working just like this. And so I go on television and I exhibit this information, and they call me an economist or a banking analyst or an economic expert. That's what somebody else calls me. I know these things are facts and nobody disputes them. Nobody is disputing my facts about September 11th, 2001. Nobody is disputing my facts about the operations of the international banking cartel. Nobody is disputing my facts on election fraud. Nobody is disputing my facts on the violations of the United States Constitution carried out every single day by nearly every decision maker in the United States government. They're not just my facts. Smarter people than myself and the higher power gave me the ability to see this information and disseminate it.
Be blessed, child. Be blessed.
We did it with very minimal money. We are broke.
Come on, that's what I said.
We expose the system. We're not slaves to the system.
That's right.
We're not slaves to this devil system that's based on paper money with esoteric symbols written on them. I know what those symbols mean. I can harness those powers of those symbols as well. I comprehend what's going on. But I'm not going to be a part of this evil system. I'm just going to be a part of bringing it down.
Saturday, 10th, 43rd Street Festival. Saturday.
We'll be there.
This would be a good place to be with our signs.
We will be there.
All up and down here. That's what we need to be putting up right now.
I think we should wait till like the night before or get out there very early in the morning.
Yeah, around 5. Well, around 7 or 8 o'clock.
Yes, before. 7 or 8 o'clock. Yeah. Straight or right?
Straight.
Okay, yeah, that's all I have on this one, Ted. I want to get that one off and put that on pretty immediately. I also want to get the thing of that guy flipping out, cursing my mother, and then pretending to shoot me as like he's like periodically like charging towards me. I'm like unbuckling my belt and like, you know, putting my hand on my holster. This guy's going crazy.
But they're the kind out there in the street, I'm trying to tell you.
I know it.
They need to be hospitalized.
I know.
They don't need to be
like
put
some
in
sort
jail.
of well, yeah, he seemed like some sort of MK Ultra experiment or something.
They got
I'm telling you.
out there.
I mean, yeah, you know that's right. You know that's right, Teddy. Cause like I'm seeing all sorts of crazy stuff going on. It's the anniversary of September 11th. What we saw last night was drones flying over the house. Again, every fucking night. Every night.
Did you get pictures of them?
Yeah, I hope I didn't erase them. I mean, I was desperate. You know, I can't. You know, anyway, Ted, can you turn this off? Because